It's Rob!
Tony! And I'm Jeff.
We're in gaming.
And that's you.
Hey guys, what's going on? Warshack here at the inn, and yeah, a lot of comments I've been receiving is, hey, a lot of these decks you've been playing require the new TGT cards. And that's just because the set's new. I kind of want to do deck guides on those. A lot of people are interested. But those who didn't have the ability to buy or couldn't go out and buy TGT cards, they're still like, hey, well, what about us? So I'm going to make this deck guide kind of focusing on you guys. You don't need these new TGT cards to win. You don't need them to make your decks better. The decks without them are just as good as the decks with them if they just help out. They add something fresh to the game. So I'm going to go back and I've redesigned the Mech Mage deck. It is now in like optimal performance mode. This is the ultimate Mech Mage deck. This is, I mean, most of them are this deck. I mean, there's no ultimate, like, this isn't my deck. This is just the Mech Mage deck that we've seen so many times. But I mean, there's a couple different renditions, so I can say, I guess this is the final form. And the Piloted Sky Golem and the No Tinker Town and the Dr. Boom are the Archmage are new. So I guess those are a couple changes that I guess I've made. But anyway, we got a pretty bad starting hand, but we were able to get the Mana Worm off the top, so that allowed us to Frostbolt, or coin into the Frostbolt to kill off his creature. So I'm glad he played Knife Juggler first. That kind of gets one out of the way, so we don't have to really worry about the Knife Juggler Call the Hounds combo, because he's already wasted one of the two cards he's needed. Obviously he plays another one, but what's the chances of him getting another one and a Call the Hounds? Probably not that. So we're just going to throw down the Mech Warper, of course. If he doesn't kill it, we're going to throw down the Fell Reaver, but I'm pretty sure he's going to kill it. There's no reason he wouldn't kill it. We're also, normally when we do deck guides, I just noticed we're playing against a 1300 Legend player. Nice. He's going to be upset when we beat him. So we're going to Frostbolt the Huffer and ping for 1. Unfortunately, we didn't get the best of starting hands this game. This hand is really, well, we started off with a pretty bad hand, like, really bad. But I think we can make a decent recovery because it's still turn 4 and I have at 26 life. There's a second Knife Juggler, which is most likely going to, depending on what we draw, I don't know. We'll see. Annihilate a Trap down. Alright, so I think we'll throw down the Loatheb and end our turn. If it's a, I just didn't want that to be a frozen trap. Because it is, he'll just mill me, and then the Fell Reaver will return to my hand. But if it's a Loatheb, it'll return to my hand. It's not as bad, but the Fell Reaver's bad. You don't want it to mill you. So it looks like playing the Fell Reaver wouldn't have been a bad, because then we could play Blast Mage. But it looks like we're able to play Blast Mage because we were able to draw into the Annoyotron. So let's swing. It's the Frozen Trap. Okay. So we're going to throw down the Annoyotron and throw down the Blast Mage, and hopefully... Actually, we could throw down the Fell, or the, yeah, I think the Blast Mage is the safest play here. Let's see if we can kill the Knife Juggler. Nice. Woo! There's a good chance it wasn't going to kill the Knife Juggler, but it did, which is, we got really lucky. That was pretty lucky. So, as I was stating before I kind of got off track, focusing on this Hunter, because this is a pretty close game. He's running out of cards, though, which is nice, but by now we're supposed to win. Turn 6, this deck normally has it in the bag. This is going on a little bit longer, and he has an extra trap out, which makes me think it's going to be an explosive trap. So let's swing into it. Frozen Trap, I meant. So we're gonna kill off the Houndmaster. So that makes me think it is either a bear trap or an explosive trap, because we attacked his creature and it didn't set anything else off. So, and oh man, this is gonna be bad. When we're gonna put down the 2 Fell Reavers, we're gonna get milled so hard. So there's Archmage milled, Cogmaster milled, and Unstable Portal. I didn't like the Archmage being milled, but we got a Blast Mage. Nice. So we're gonna throw Loatheb. We're gonna throw the 2/1 down there. We're gonna swing for 8. It looks like it was a bear trap. All right, and we played Loatheb because I don't want him Call the Hounding or Kill Commanding or whatever he decides he wants to do. We could have thrown down the other Fell Reaver, but it's not really necessary because we do have the Fireball in our hand and we have a Blast Mage. All right, nothing crazy got killed there. So, my original Mech Mage deck didn't play like this at all. This is like the super formed, like this is, the first Mech Mage I built was just purely what I thought was decent. It worked well, but now Mech Mage has been tweaked to the point where it really doesn't get any better than this. So swinging for 8, swinging for 2, and then swinging for that 6 damage to the face. So we were able to beat that 1300 Legend player without a decent hand whatsoever. And if you do not have the Piloted Shredder, or the Archmage, or Dr. Boom. Any three of those are replaceable with the Tinkertown, the 3-drops. It's a 3-drop if you have a mech, turn it into a +1/+1, and then you get a spare part. You can put that guy in here if you do not have 2 of the 3 Piloted Sky Golems, Archmage, or Dr. Boom. I would suggest, though, getting Dr. Boom for sure, guys. That's kind of just like a necessary card in almost every single deck you're going to see. Like, that guy is just such a staple. So if you don't have that guy, pick him up, craft him, you know, do what you have to get him. He'll there. Speaking of Dr. Boom, there he is. So yeah, so we're gonna get rid of this hand completely. It doesn't look good at all. We need starting hands. We want Cogmasters, Mana Worms, Mech Warpers, Snow Chuggers, especially Snow Chuggers versus Warriors. Snow Chuggers are very nice. So Noyotrons are good as well. So sometimes you want like a Cogmaster or a Noyotron combo. It all depends who you're going against. But when I go against Warriors, I always look for those Snow Chuggers. And because of how quick these Mech Mage games are, I think I'm going to aim to do like 4 games instead of 3. We'll see how fast we can kill these people off. And if we can even get 4 wins in a row. I think we can. I mean, Mech Mage is kind of... I mean, it's not... How do I say this without it sounding retarded? It's not a hard deck to play. Like, sometimes it'll play itself just by the curve you have in your hand, like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drop. But sometimes you have a couple decisions to make. There's multiple 2 drops in your hand, or there's multiple 3 drops, so there's different kind of things you can do in that turn, and that's what makes it a good Mech Mage player from a bad Mech Mage player. So just kind of look at all of your options and see what's best when you've got a couple situations at which you can do. Like right now, I've got 2 fireballs in my hands, which is huge burst on turn 8. It's just something to keep in mind. It determines how you kind of play the game off there. So anyway, we'll talk back to this game and what we're doing. We're going to, of course, throw down the Shredder. There's no point to throw down the Blast Mage. We have no mech on the field. Yeah. And then turn 5, it looks like Fel Reaver is a good choice. It depends. Maybe we'll throw down the Blast Mage if this Shredder lives. Shredder most likely will not live. Yeah, it does not look like that Shredder's going to live. Unless it pops out of mech. Ooh, Thalamus. That's a nice card. Oh man, he's going to kill off? No, that's smart of him. Yeah. I mean, he could have enraged our 1/1, but wasn't really a point to that. So we're going to throw down the Fel Reaver, swing for 1, and end our turn. So... a 5-drop 8/8, insane. The only problem is if you're going against a Paladin, be careful with the Fel Reaver, because if he plays Aldor the Peacekeeper and he makes it attack 1, he'll just keep it on the field and he'll just keep playing as many cards per turn as he can, and he'll just mill your entire deck out. And it'll only have 1 attack, so it'll be impossible for you to kill it off. And he won't kill it off because he loves the thing. See right here, we just got rid of 6 cards in our deck. That may not sound like a ton, but that's that's a decent amount of cards. Per like 6 cards a turn, you're only gonna live about 2-3 turns. Make that 9 cards in a turn. That's almost a third of my deck. He just decked out in 1 turn. But he has no way of killing this 8/8, and this 8/8 is huge damage. Huge damage. Unless he just top decked the Shield Slam. Wow. So that's 12 cards he just discarded, one of which is Lothab. So it depends what we draw here, boys. Spider Tank. So I think I'm going to go Snow Chugger, Blast Mage, swing for 1, end our turn. And we kind of got all his armor down. And then next turn, if he doesn't draw a weapon, he doesn't play a taunt, he's going to be frozen. He's not going to be able to Death Spite me. And we got double Fireball, which is 12 damage. So we have 8 damage on the field and then 12 in hand. So, I mean, that's 20 damage we have within the next 2 turns. Oh, there's the Death Spite. So it looks like he is going to kill the Snow Chugger. Alright, well, at least he'll be frozen next turn. We'll throw down what looks to be the Spider Tank, and depending on what else we draw, maybe we can get lucky and get the Sky Golem. Wow, ripping the Dr. Boom. I didn't even want to say get top deck the Dr. Boom because that just seemed too much, but it looks like we were able to do that, and that's game over. This is Dr. GG right here, boys. I mean, it's just, this guy is so insane. Like, he's just, you cannot replace such a card as Dr. Boom. Oh, shit. Alright. Well, let's see what lives. Hopefully it's a 5/4 of the Dr. Boom. Alright, fucking Thalamus. God damn it, Thalamus. Oh, wow. Both bombs hit 4. In 2 mana, he armors up. We win. Double Fireball. Game over. Well played. GG no hurry. GG no hurry. I guess it's okay Thalamus lived because it would have been 14 damage if the fireballs instead of 12. Good job, Thalamus. Alright, so that's 2 wins into rank 1. Let's see if we can get 2 more. I think we can get 2 more, right guys? This Mech Mage is killing it right now. Not the best of hands, but we can do it. So we'll kind of go through now. I'm not even going to go through the deck list. There's no point. I'll just kind of like highlight over cards. So the Archmage is in the... Well, the Dr. Boom, the Archmage, and the Piloted Sky Golem are in the deck just because to give it some sort of late game. Most of the time, this deck fizzled out by turn. As soon as you play a Blast Mage, if you're not winning anytime soon, the deck fizzles out. Sometimes you get the Loatheb in there, but you can't always, like, definitely get the Loatheb. Because it's just 1 out of 30. Let's look at this hand. We're going to get rid of Shredder, Spell, and Goblin Blast Mage. Ooh, half a yawn there. We're going to keep Clockwork now. Normally a 2-1 isn't that great against a Paladin because of his passive, but I didn't want to put it back because most of the time we never get back a creature. Like, it's just, I get horrible luck. Alright, so we're going to, we can coin, we can ping it or we can Warper and Clockwork. Since it's a Paladin on turn 2, I don't see him punishing this play whatsoever. Like, you can't kill the Mech Warper, and if he does, he's using it... I guess he get Abusive Sergeant to kill the Mech Warper. I don't think he has, or is playing Abusive Sergeant. Let's just hope he didn't draw it. He'd probably just swing for face, to be honest. He's playing the aggro pal. Yeah, so he played the Shielded Mini-Bot, and he'll probably swing into the Mech Warper. And if so, I think we'll ping the Shielded Mini-Bot, swing into it with our 2-drop, and then swing for 2 directly. Oh, he didn't. Wow, that's a weird. That's strange of him. Okay. Oh, I wish we had 3 mana, but we don't. So let's see if we get something good. That's decent, I suppose. It's a card we can play right away, which is what we needed. So it'll be interesting to see what his Shielded Mini-Bot does. He either swings into the Mech Warper, which... The Mech Warper lives, that's great. If it doesn't live, oh no. Oh, Mech Warper down. Why am I yawning? Why is this an issue? I have no idea why I'm so tired all the time. It just doesn't make sense. I sleep. I try to get all the sleep in, guys. But I don't know what's going on. Alright, so we got some issues here. This is we're in a sticky situation. I want to play a creature, but at the same time, I want to ping and give this guy 3 health because he has 3 health. Then he could kill the 2/2 and live. That means he's going to have to swing into it with a weapon. He's going to take more damage, and he's going to probably kill off a creature. So I think that's our best bet.
What to do?
Or we could play Snow Chugger, but I want to ping. I want to get this guy's ability off. Not that it probably means a whole lot, but I wanted to do that. So we killed 2 creatures, and he's going to have to swing into it with his weapon, take 3 more. Depending on what he plays here.
Put this apple on your head.
Alright, Juggler, hopefully his new creature does not ping my 3/1. Fucking A. God damn it. Alright, what could we draw here that would help us? Fireball, not so much. So we're definitely going to kill off that Night Juggler, play the Snow Chugger, and yeah. It's not terrible. At least he doesn't have a lot of cards in his hand. But he still has, you know, he's got that Divine Favor. It's chilling in there somewhere, guys.
I'll never tell.
Secret Keeper, yeah, he's playing the Cancerous Secret Paladin deck. We played it for like, I don't know, a day, and then I couldn't play it anymore. I just had to make the video on it. After the video, I was done making it. Alright, so obviously one of the cards he has down is Noble Sacrifice. That's why he brought our Snow Chugger down to 2 HP. Alright, so we'll Shredder. Oh no, reduce it to HP to 1. That makes me sad. And then swing. It doesn't really matter where I attack because there's a Noble Sacrifice. And we will end our turn. We could return the Shredder back to our hand, but there's not really a point. I just need a card on the field. I just need something on the field to show at least some present, and just hopefully he doesn't top deck the or the Divine Favor. So we got a 2/3 out of the deal. That's not bad. Obviously, next turn we're going to Fireball the Secret Keeper because that thing's a 4/5. That's a bit ridiculous. That is a bit ridiculous. Okay, so Fireball. We can Unstable Portal. We could have pinged for 1, but we need to get a good portal off. 3/3. I think we might as well just play it now just to get a 3/3 on the board. I'm not going to sit here and wait for him to play a Divine Shield card like another Shielded Mini-Bot or something. It's just not worth it. Unless he plays it this turn, and then I'd cry. But for the most part, I don't think he's going to play another Divine Shield card. soon. So there's the abusive. He's gonna kill off our 3/3. What? Stop! Oh my god! Please stop! every time. Holy crap! All right, we're gonna play the 8/8. We're gonna ping the 2/1, and we're gonna end our turn. So it's gonna. So Fel Reaver is either gonna allow us to swing for 8. Hopefully that's not a divine favor. So he's going to swing for 8, and it's going to take all of his creatures to smash into it, and even that doesn't kill it. So Secret Keeper, we mill 3. This is perfectly fine. Oh no, the Paladin Sky Golem. The Archmage! Holy shit, those are 2 of the biggest cards in our deck. Why? Woo! Blast Mage top deck. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's fine. I don't see a reason not to. Hopefully it kills at least one of the 1/1s. Okay, that works. So we can ping, or we can shredder. I think a shredder is a pretty good choice. And we'll swing for 8 directly. So he's at 13, we're at 9. We just hopefully he doesn't top deck something crazy. Paladin's not really known for its burst, so as long as he doesn't top deck the True Silver Champion, the 4 damage weapon, I think we're alright here. So the muster for battle, we win. Yeah, he only has how much damage? 5, 6, 7 damage. Yeah, so we win by 2. So just note, when you're playing against someone, whether it be like a paladin or a priest, they don't have a ton of burst damage to take you down. So most of the time they have to play a creature and then end their turn and attack with it the following turn. Unless, you know, they've got like the True Silver Champion, like a Hammer of Justice, which no one plays anymore, Consecration, Holy Fire, just kind of burst cards they have if they have them. But for the most part, they don't. These particular classes don't have that burst like mages do or warlocks do. So. Alright, so I think we should play one more. I think one more is a good game to end this. These games have been pretty fast so far, and yeah, this deck, like I said, contains no TGT cards. It's wrecking. This TGT is out, so we're playing against people who have the potential, or we're playing against people who are playing these new cards, like we've seen. And yeah, it's doing just fine. It's holding its own, and it's honestly, there's what, 3 legendaries in the deck. One of them comes from Naxxramas, which has been out for God knows how long. Archmage, which is in the beginning set. Dr. Boom, which came out over 6 months ago, along with all these other cards. So I think this is pretty fair to say that this deck isn't out of the question for most players. Very competitive deck, very cheap, and as you can see, it's doing just fine. So I wonder if I wasn't paying attention to the name of the Paladin prior, but maybe we're playing against the same Paladin. I don't know. So we got 2 Snow Chuggers, which is really nice against a Paladin, because then he can't use his weapon or the muster weapon, and the Mech Warper allows us to summon the Snow Chuggers sooner rather than later. Okay, so this kind of reminds me of the first game we played, where he had the Leper Gnome and we had the choice to play the Mech Warper or to ping it for 1 as well. Very familiar. So let's see if we get punished for playing the Mech Warper. Coin into 3-drop muster. Coghammer. Wow, we did get punished. Shit. He's going face? Wow. That's crazy, guys. I would have definitely thought he would have played. He would have killed it. So we can ping it for 1. I think this is a good choice. And then next turn, since we have 4 mana, we can play a Snow Chugger and Unstable Portal if he kills our Mech Warper with their weapon. Or the other choice we had was to play another Snow Chugger, but then not kill his Leper Gnome, which then his Leper Gnome could have gotten our guys pretty low. And with 4 mana next turn, we'll be able to play the other Leper Gnome and Unstable Portal. So I think this is a fine play. We actually can play Mana Worm, and he never killed the Warper, so this is fine. And we're gonna freeze him, and we're gonna if he plays Consecration, we're safe from it because 2 of our cards have 3 health. So even if he Consecrations, it's totally fine. He uses his mana, he ends his turn. Then we have 2 Unstable Portals to play, or if we can draw like maybe a Blast Mage or a Loatheb, he'll even get shut down even more. So I think this is fine. This is perfect. Having 3 health creatures. Alright, Hammer of Wrath, which means he doesn't have the Consecration, but he used it on the 2/3, so if he does draw the Consecration, we won't be able to freeze him anymore. Oh, wow, the Sky Golem. Hell yeah, that's getting thrown down there. Alright, so he gets frozen again, ending our turn. Next turn, it's probably going to be GG if he doesn't have that Consecration. So we have 8, 9, 10, 11, plus Fireball, which is 17. Yeah. Plus the one it's going to give to the mana worm, plus the ping. Yeah, next turn. Okay, never mind. I was going to say. But you didn't do something, we were going to win next turn. Crazy. Turn 5, 19, or turn 6, 19 damage. That's insane. So, let's unsable portal. Let's see what we get. Okay. Let's kill off his... Let's swing for sure to freeze him. We don't really... No. Let's play the first... Let's play... I think we should... This is a hard pick, because I don't know what he has, so let's see what we can get. Let's get this mana worm as high as we can get it. Okay. So we're going to play this other Mech Warper, probably kill off his 3/3. Kill off the one... Yeah. Okay. So we're going to ping that, swing with this, hit that, end our turn. So we are able to clear his field, still keep him frozen, and our mana worm is a 3/3. So the whole point was to kind of keep us frozen, clear his field with the mana we have. I didn't want to overextend and play our 1-drops. I didn't want to play the other Mech Warper because if he has a concentration or equality concentration. Equality concentration. All right, never mind. Game's over. But just make sure when you're playing these guys, don't overextend. Like, we had the win there. We just needed to clear his field and just keep swinging because we had the fireball. We could have played all our creatures and just swung directly, but then if you would have equality consecration, we would have been out of 2 more creatures, and we only had like 2 cards in hand. So you just kind of have to, like, is your field okay? Can you live with the field you have now? If he clears it, how are you? So it's kind of just one of those things where you don't want to overextend where you don't have to. Like, the game was there. We just didn't need to rush it. I mean, I kind of wanted to wait and see what he had. Yeah, he could have been baiting out to clear my field. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. You kind of got to see a little bit of how the Mech Mage works. By now you should definitely have seen this deck. I mean, this deck is nothing new. I'm doing this deck extremely late. I just noticed this deck, I haven't done it yet. This is one of those decks I probably should have done a while ago, but I didn't. And it's really, like I said, cheap to build, quite effective. You don't need any TGT cards to make it, and it's doing just fine against the current cards that are out. So this kind of just, this is for those who, they don't have the cards yet, and they're like, Rob, well, you're telling me to, you know, build all these decks with these new cards. I can't afford it. No problem. Mech Mage, dude. Works every time. So anyway, thanks guys for stopping by the end. Always enjoy you guys watching the videos. Feel free to leave any comments if you'd like. I'd be happy to answer them. I do what I can to kind of, like, if you don't have particular cards to fit something in there that is like it. So yeah, this is a little bit of a ranty outro, so my bad. Yeah. So thanks for stopping by the end, guys. I'm Warshack, and happy whatever the hell day it is.